Welcome along everyone to Silverstone. Britain has returned the highest number of F1 World Champions of any country that's taken part in this glorious sport. We take our racing very seriously here, as you can tell here today, at the British Grand Prix. The 3.6-mile-long Silverstone circuit is one of the longest of the season, with 18 corners in the current layout. With average lap speeds reaching around 145 miles per hour, it's also one of the quickest tracks of the year. Watch out for cars taking the right-handers of Abbey and of Copse flat out. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position, and starting next to them is George Russell. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Piastri, Charles Leclerc and Antonelli, Hadjar, Gasly, Lawson and Arvid Lindblad, Colapinto, Albon, Carlos Sainz and Behrman, Hülkenberg, Bortoleto, Esteban Ocon and Sergio Perez, Alonso, Bottas, Stroll and Lewis Hamilton rounds off the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. And alongside me in the commentary box, my old friend, Anthony Davidson. I love being here at Silverstone. I know you do too. Mainly because we get to sleep in our own houses for a week. But what do the drivers enjoy most about this track?
Well, Silverstone's such a challenging circuit, Crofty, more so for the car than the driver, because these high-speed corners at Silverstone really test this modern-day F1 machinery to its maximum. We don't get that many times throughout the calendar. I can only think of Suzuka and Spa, maybe Qatar as well, with that high-energy cornering that you get here at Silverstone. So the drivers love throwing the car around through corners like Copse, and Beckett's, for example, and it's really influential for your lap time as well.
Radio check, Lewis.
Yeah, loud and clear, mate.
Lewis.
Here we go then, the formation lap gets underway and the excitement here is building as we near ever closer to the start of the race. Which team will come out on top? Who's got their strategies right for today's race? Well, we'll soon find out. So as all the cars reform the grid, the drivers will be hoping to get a strong start. They'll want to earn some valuable points from today's race, with final communications being done with their race engineers, ensuring the planned strategies are all in place.
overtake mode active. We'll get some extra power from the hybrid system now. Use boost on the next long straight to get past. Okay, so you've got overtake now, overtake enabled. Right, you've got boost mode available now. Use it if you want to. Okay, so with the new power units, make sure you're lifting and coasting before corners, and consider not always going full throttle. Try combining lift and coast into braking with boost out of corners and see if you can find a good balance. Job, nice overtake. P12, you got P12. Okay, so gap to the leader, 7.0 seconds. Colapinto just ahead, let's go. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 1.7 seconds. That's Albon behind you.
was good, mate.
That's Lindblad just ahead. Let's push. And the time last lap, 1:34.0. Okay, gap to the car in front, 2.4 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are 5 laps old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. Okay, we're dropping back by around 4/10 a lap. Give it everything you got. Okay, gap ahead, 2.4 seconds. Currently P11, The distance to the leader, 8.1 seconds. Lindblad's ahead of you, and gap to the car in front, 2.4 seconds. Albon behind, less than a second separates you. You've got 10 laps until your pit window opens. Pit window opens in 10 laps. Okay, 47 laps to go. Okay, we've lost a position, that's us down a place. At the moment, the car behind is lapping faster than us by around a second a lap. That's 11th place. It's Lindblad ahead. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 4.2 seconds. That's Albon behind you. Okay, gap to leader, 10.5 seconds. Okay, your pit window opens in 9 laps time. And that's 46 laps to go. Okay, we can take you this lap. Okay, let's go now, come on. That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting. All right, we'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left in this strategy. Okay, we're currently at the back. That's last place. It's Perez ahead of you. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 12.9 seconds. Your pit window doesn't open for more than 20 laps. We're last of the running cars right now. Okay, that's Perez just ahead. Let's push. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 10.6 seconds. Your pit window doesn't open for more than 20 laps. Okay, 44 laps to go. Gap to your teammate ahead, 31.5 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. They're in fourth. Time last lap, 1 minute 33.9. Ahead, and the time last lap 1:36.3. Okay, gap to the car ahead 8.6 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Their tyres are 9 laps old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. Ahead's losing 2 seconds a lap to you. Good job. Okay, we're currently at the back. That's last place. It's Perez ahead of you. Okay, gap to the car in front, 6.1 seconds. And that's 20 laps until your pit window's open. And that's 40...
On tyres and balance when you can.
Tyres are still good. Car's a bit twitchy on traction, but generally it's good.
Copy, understood.
Okay, they're on old softs. They're in fourth. Time last lap, 1 minute 35.3. Okay, gap ahead, 4.2 seconds. Tyre condition still looking good. Okay, that's Perez just ahead. Let's push. And the time last lap, 1:36.2. And gap to the car in front, 3.4 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Their tyres are 11 laps old now. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. This is brilliant. You're taking 2.5 seconds out of them each lap. Of rain for the time being, conditions look good. Okay, dries seem like the best tyre for now. Experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible. P20, 1.8 seconds. And that's Hulkenberg ahead of you now. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 2.1 seconds. Perez behind. Pit window will be open in 17 laps time. Pit window opens in 17 laps. All right, mate, that's 39 laps to go. Boost mode if you need it. Boost mode if you need it. Okay, that brings you up a place. We're sat in 16th right now. Ocon is ahead of you. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 1.8 seconds. That's Alonso behind. Okay, the gap is less than a second. 16 laps now until your pit window opens. 38 laps to go. Gap to your teammate ahead, 24.0 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. They're in 4th. Time last lap, 1 minute, 34.8.
What the hell is going on with my rear?
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 3.2 seconds. Okay, P15. You're in P15. Quarter letter ahead. Okay, gap to the car ahead. 2.2 seconds. Ocon's behind you. Your pit window opens in 15 laps time. 37 laps to go. Catching the car ahead by a couple of seconds a lap now. Really good. Charles is in for his stop now. Okay, so the car behind's just come in. They're now on the soft tyre. Soft tyres on the car behind. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good. 48 laps of fuel remaining. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 4.5 seconds. They're on fresh softs. They're sitting in 7th. Okay, gap to the car in front, 9.2 seconds.
That's not fair. I'm sorry, that's not fair.
Oscar, we'll have the opportunity to review together afterwards. Focus on this race, mate.
Tyre deck now. We've got a new strategy if you want to take a look at it. Gap to your teammate behind, 1.9 seconds. Confirmed. Russell has just completed a pass for the lead. Okay, gap ahead, 7.1 seconds. Radar is clear, weather is looking good for now. Dryers definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment. first place, 11.8 seconds. And gap to the car in front, 1.4 seconds. Piastri's behind you now. Less than a second separates you. Your pit window opens in 8 laps time. Okay, 30 laps till the end now. That's Charles ahead of you now. And the time last lap, 1:32.7. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 1.4 seconds. They're all fresh softs. Their tyres are 5 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. They're pulling away from us at a rate of 1.8 seconds a lap. Give it everything. Nice move, keep going.
My brakes are on fire.
Copy that.
I can see fire physically.
So you can see fire physically. If that's the case,
Yes.
we need to box. You can try to do some lift and coasts. Temperatures are high.
Yellow flag. Keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 2.6 seconds. Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon. Drivers just moved into first place.
Nelly.
Fuck me, man.
Okay, Charles ahead. Time last lap, 1:33.3. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 4.1 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 8 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Come on, mate, we're dropping back by a second a lap. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 4.3 seconds.
Holy I just lost the brake pedal.
Norris has just moved into first place. Okay, gap to the car in front, 5.8 seconds. Drivers just completed a pass for the lead of the race. We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums. tyre wear soon, so stay on your toes. Understood. Stopping this lap. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
Great job, guys.
Gasly's ahead of you, and the time last lap, 1:36.1. Okay, gap ahead, 10.5 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 13 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Sat in P12 now. Okay, so gap to the leader, 40.6 seconds. That's Gasly ahead. And gap to the car in front, 7.0 seconds. And that's Colapinto behind. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. Okay, 22 laps left. Gasly's ahead of you. Time last lap, 1:35.6. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 4.0 seconds. They're on old mediums. Okay, they've done 15 laps on those tyres. We think they've got one more stop. gap to the teammate ahead of us. 26.7 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. They're in third. And the time last lap, 1:33.9. Distance to the leader, 38.9 seconds. That's Gasly ahead. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 2.1 seconds. Colapinto behind you. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. ERS is low. Consider changing mode on your MFD or lift a little with gentle braking into corners to recharge it. Behind you's just come in for the hard tyres. Car behind, running hard tyres. Seventh place. Okay, gap to leader, 37.6 seconds. Sainz ahead. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 2.8 seconds. Lindblad's behind you. Less than a second separates you. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 19 laps to go. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 2.0 seconds. So that's boost mode available if you need it. Russell's ahead of you now. Okay, gap to the car in front, 10.9 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. That's P5, you're in P5. That's Russell just ahead, push for the position. Okay, gap ahead, 10.9 seconds. That's science behind you now. Our gap to first place, 22.1 seconds. Look after these tyres.
Norris ahead in 11th.
They got no power, man. Come on, guys.
And
Deploy-
the car in front, 11.6 seconds. We'll shift the angle of the front wing to the -1 setup, moving the front wing to -1 on your next stop. Gap to your teammate ahead, 22.0 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Tyre condition still looking good. Okay, so gap to the leader, 12.5 seconds. Okay, Russell's ahead. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 12.8 seconds. That's Charles behind. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. All right, 16 laps to go. That gap ahead, please. 13.5 seconds. Charles is behind you now. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 2 laps old. Time last lap, 1 minute 33.1.
I'm -5 brake pads and the thing just doesn't turn. It's unbelievable.
gap that we're trailing the car ahead by, 17.4 seconds. Red flag, no overtaking, and let's get back into the pits, please. Right, disadvantage here. Let's have a think about how we handle the rest of this race.
Something is broken. What the f? What? Oh my.
Okay, mate, I'm not really sure what's wrong here, mate. We're stuck in gear and we can't pull away.
Oh my god.
Okay, clear. Okay, overtake enabled. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. Okay, you've got P3, well done. Okay, gap to the car in front, 3.0 seconds. And Verstappen's behind. The distance to the leader, 3.3 seconds. That was our last stop, no more scheduled pit stops, let's go. And that's 8 laps to go.
How are the tyres, Charles?
The McLaren drivers just completed a pass for the leader of the race. Piastri's behind. They're all fresh softs. Their tyres are 13 laps old. And the time last lap, 1:32.4. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Okay, gap ahead, 3.2 seconds. Charles ahead of you now. Time last lap, 1:31.4. And gap to the car in front, 3.8 seconds. They're all fresh softs. Their tyres are 11 laps old now. Okay, they're building a lead of 0.6 a lap. Come on. Okay, Russell's behind you now. They're all fresh softs. Their tyres are 12 laps old. And the time last lap, 1:31.5. So gap the car ahead, 3.5 seconds. Haas all behind. Okay, they're on old softs. They've done 14 laps on those tyres now. Time last lap, 1 minute 31.7. Okay, Charles ahead, and the time last lap, 1:32.5. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 3.1 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 13 laps old, and you're closing by 0.4 a lap. Keep it going. Tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Piastri's behind you now. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 16 laps old. Time last lap, 1 minute 31.7. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by, 2.5 seconds. That's Charles ahead of you now. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 2.6 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. They've done 14 laps on those tyres now, and the time last lap, 1:32.8. And you're closing by 0.4 a lap. Keep it going. Final lap of the race. mode is available now. Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
That's the worst the car's ever been. But thank you for continuing to try. Great job.
Slap.
That's it, mate. You've won the British Grand Prix. Well done.
We did it! At home. Oh my god, we did it.
This one means a lot, huh?
Guys. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Well done.
Incredible, what a...
And once all the hard work is over, and after lap of brilliant racing, it's time now to celebrate with our podium trio. He holds the trophy aloft, and why shouldn't he? A richly deserved win today for Lando Norris.